This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update for March the 20th, 2015. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Our top story, Barbados escapes the U.S. major money laundering list for 2015. But 7 other Caribbean countries, including Antigua and Barbuda and the Bahamas, have not been that fortunate. According to the U.S., countries deemed as major money launderers are those whose financial institutions engage in currency transactions involving significant amounts of proceeds from international narcotics trafficking. A total of 64 countries, including the U.S. itself, are on the dreaded list. The Barbados Dental Association is urging government to remove duties and taxes on all dental equipment and supplies. The plea comes as the country joins the rest of the world in recognizing Oral Health Day.
The only way to ensure that dentistry in Barbados is of the highest quality at an affordable fee is to have a dynamic organization. And the Barbados Dental Association continues to lobby government for the elimination of duties and taxes on all dental equipment and supplies. This will ensure that all Barbadians can avail of the latest technologies as they become available at a cost that is affordable. With duties and taxes imposed on equipment and supplies, coupled with shipping, insurance, transportation, installation, and oftentimes the importation of technical people, the cost becomes prohibitive.
An electrical accident in Dash Valley, St. George, left the community without power today and a woman seeking medical attention. The lady, who was not being identified, went into shock following a loud explosion caused by fallen power lines. The incident occurred around 10 o'clock this morning when a container truck pulled down some power lines in the area. According to residents, the woman, who was walking at the time of the incident, complained of chest pains and was wheezing before a private vehicle took her for medical care. Meantime, a 71-year-old Marlene Yvonne Boyce, who was reported missing, is now back home safe. Lawmen have thanked the public for assisting in locating the Boscobel St. Peter resident. An outpouring of public support both here and abroad following the publication this week by Barbados Today of Harriet Hackett's story. The 40-year-old mother made a public appeal for help on Tuesday on behalf of her 4 boys and 5 girls whose living conditions at Mylorsail St. Michael can best be described as horrible. Since publication of her exclusive interview with Barbados Today's Anesta Henry this week, our offices have been inundated with calls and emails from individuals and groups with offers of help for the Hackett family.
Barbados, for everybody for helping me, and I would appreciate it. For people for coming forward, from info text and everything. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I welcome and everything.
Now, we have been sharing with you over the past week the debate of the estimates of revenue and expenditure in Parliament. But it was not all strictly business this week. There were also light moments in the House. Take a look.
The Honourable Member for St. James North is not in his seat. In any event, this is the Lenten season, and I have given up the member for St. James North for Lent.
One of the best speeches that I ever heard the Honourable Prime Minister made. I don't recall whether he delivered it, but it was in the form of a document. You have a copy? And it was a total attack, Mr. Speaker. An attack on the former Prime Minister. The former Prime Minister. Yes. Excellent document. And I had to admire, I must tell you, from then on, I admired the the Right Honorable Prime Minister from then, to be honest with you.
Please withdraw those remarks.
Yeah. You don't, I withdraw those remarks.
Thank you very much,
remember, for St. Thomas doesn't want to go there about taking tablets because she knows what type of tablet she takes. So what? Everybody knows what I take. And I made it publicly. It's publicly known from 2000. So you don't go there. You don't go there.
Do you know, Mr. Chairman? Do you know that under the stewardship of the Barbados Labour Party, including the member for St. Thomas, who is like a Spanish station and can't stop cutting in on people's conversation? You hear what I tell you? Espanol going again.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In sports now, former West Indies all-rounder Phil Simmons is the new coach of the regional side. The WICB today announced that the 51-year-old Trinidadian will take up the post and lead the side in the 3-test series against England, which bowls off here next month. Simmons, who played 26 tests and 143 one-day internationals, has a 3-year contract. On the regional scene, trade union leaders in Trinidad and Tobago today led members in a protest march through the streets of the capital to press government to settle outstanding negotiations before the next general elections. The poll is due by September this year. The joint trade union movement said the protest was also to condemn alleged acts of corruption by the Kamla Prasad Besessar-led administration. And finally, on the international front, we leave you with this breathtaking sight witnessed by millions in the United Kingdom and Northern Europe today. A glimpse of what has been described as the best solar eclipse in years, with pictures taken by a BBC camera crew from an aeroplane.
This is Bailey's beads in, I didn't realize they were going to be so bright. Look at that. And it's almost like one ginormous diamond ring left, set in a circle of brightness encircling the moon's shadow. Oh, are we seeing features that look suspiciously like prominences? This is where the chromosphere becomes visible. There it is, the diamond ring. And we have reached totality. We have reached the most incredible moment in a total solar eclipse. There is the corona, the sun's faint, thin atmosphere that you can never see usually. You can only see because the moon has now completely eclipsed the sun. There is one tiny thing on, one tiny feature at about 11 o'clock that looks like a prominence, potentially. It could be part of the chromosphere, the inner atmosphere of the sun. This is extraordinary.
And that's our Barbados Today evening update, but we'll be back again at 7 o'clock Monday morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into Channel 101 on Lime TV as well as Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic weekend.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? #sexy.